As we're live. Good morning, Kingdom of Artemisia and the known world. Welcome today to Harvest Court, virtually here in the Barony of Sentinel's Keep. In today's court, their majesties Daman and Veronique, king and queen of all Artemisia and the virtual Griffin airwaves, bid you welcome into their court. At this time, their majesties invite to join them their excellencies of Sentinel's Keep.
Herein opens the court of their excellencies Contarin and Morgan. Oh.
Say hi. It's just like processing.
They said I could do that.
I know. It's just like processing this time, like we walk in and then we're going to say hi to everybody.
All right, yeah.
It's all good. You'll get to do that part again.
Right, okay.
It's all good. Their majesties invite into their court Her Excellency of 1,000 Eyes, Baroness Amber. Wave. Their majesties welcome into their court Her Excellency of Arnhold. Yep. Their majesties welcome and invite into their court Her Excellency of Griffin's Lair. You're muted.
You had one job.
There you go.
I bring before you Malatessa, Baroness of Griffin's Lair.
May we join your court?
They gave the nod. And their majesties welcome and invite into their court their excellencies of Bronze Helm.
Before you, bearing warmest wishes for their royal majesties, their gracious excellencies, and population beloved by all, comes Baron Till the Lucky and Baroness Isabeau Rosdell, the bountiful Eastern Star of Artemisia.
Well, thank you. May we join your court?
Thank you to all of their excellencies and all of the participants this morning. Their majesties bid you to make yourself comfortable in the most wonderful virtual way. Your majesties, good morning.
Good morning. So nice to see everyone at court this morning. It's always a joy to see familiar faces and see familiar names. The longer we are apart, the more we realize how much we miss it. And so we do understand the challenges. As the weather starts to turn, remember that less time outside means other ways to take care of yourselves. So make sure you make some time to remember to take care of yourselves, because I think this time has been a lot more challenging than a lot of people realize. So just make sure you take care of yourselves and each other.
Hello, known world. Thank you for joining us. It's everything Your Majesty said, and it's definitely been a crazy year. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of us winning Crown to be here, which is not something that we've ever gotten to celebrate on the chairs before. So thank you everyone for all the wonderful support, and everyone that I talk to in the known world just raves about our kingdom and how we're doing. And they're like, how do we function like you guys are? You guys are doing great. This is wonderful. I just want to say thank you. If it wasn't for all of you, we wouldn't be us. Just keep being awesome, because we so appreciate it. Thank you.
And then one quick announcement this morning that does need to be read into the record. At this time, the Shire of Castellion has requested to be put into dormancy so that they can explore some future options for what's going to be best for their group. And we are going to go ahead and grant that dormancy at this time.
Okay.
You're on mute, love.
I literally said, thank you, Your Majesties. I'm on mute, so you have no idea. But thank you, Your Majesties. As this is an investiture court, Your Majesties, I do believe their excellencies of Sentinel's Keep have business this morning in their final court.
Please.
Yes, please.
Herein opens the final court of their excellencies Morgan and Contarin, Desir and Bon Haroon, of the Barony of Sentinel's Keep. Pray heed to the words of their excellencies.
Good morning, everyone. This is kind of a bittersweet court for us, but we do have, excuse me, we do have some business good to conduct, and turn it over to the Herald.
Let Her Excellency say out a few words.
Or Her Excellency. I'm in trouble.
Thank you, thank you. It's been a wonderful reign. We have really enjoyed all the support that we've gotten from our citizens within the barony, from the kingdom, people that have been supportive. They've always helped us with anything we needed, and even when we faltered, they've picked us up. They've given us the inspiration to carry on. I want to thank everybody who's helped us for this whole reign. Thank you for the barony, and thank you for the kingdom.
And we're ready?
We are ready.
There are those who serve with great determination and self-sacrifice, most nobly enriching our experiences in this fair barony. These persons are valued as precious gems of our treasury. Hence their excellencies, Guthrum and Catherine, founding Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep, created the Order of the Jewel of the Keep in October Anno Societas 25 and made Greta von Gutenberg its premier. At this time, their excellencies call forward Duncan Fletcher, Kaylee, and Alfred. Give me the scroll. Thank you. And then here's the scroll.
Duncan's been, well, all three of them have been assets that I would dearly love to replicate as many times as I possibly could. Duncan in particular has jumped in with both feet and provided a shoulder to lean on when need to be, and a great deal of service to the barony. This is the scroll for him and the emblem of the order.
The text on the scrolls reads, "Be it known to all that Lord Duncan Fletcher has most nobly enriched the Barony of Sentinel's Keep with his support and self-sacrifice. In recognition of his unfailing service to the very needs of our Baroness, even when called from the archery range or favorite fishing spot, we do admit him to the Order of the Jewel of the Keep, done this 3rd day of October, Anno Societatis, being 2020 in this plague-ridden common era. Herr Sir Morgan, Von Haroon Conterran." The runes on the top are a direct quotation from the Baroness. "He's the fellow who was always there to make and fetch whatever I needed." It's been translated English to Icelandic to Old Norse to a Danish long branch runes variation done by Vigdis of the Keep. And then we have a different scroll. Oh, here for the other one, because I need this one to read. There we go. And these are the scrolls for Alfred and Kaylee. "Be it known to all that our citizen, Alfred or Kaylee, has most nobly enriched the Barony of Sentinel's Keep with his support and self-sacrifice. In recognition of his unfailing service, we do admit him to the Order of the Jewel of the Keep. We ask you to continue your good works and be the shining example, teaching others the joy of service. Done this 3rd day of October, Anno Societatis 55 being 2020 in the common era. Calligraphy cut by Conterran and illumination by Duncan Fletcher. These scrolls and the tokens will be given to these other gentles when they're available. For the newest members of the Order of the Keep, Vivat!
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 Hugs later. Their Excellencies call into their court Isger. Isger? She's not on. Well, this is easy. Having represented our barony with your generous sharing of your skills and talents to the many lands you have traveled, we appreciate all the miles you must have traveled conducting yourself, showing others the best the Barony Sentinel's Keep has to offer. This recognition is about people and relationships, creating new bonds, cementing groups, and reminding everyone why we join and celebrate together. Continue to honor our barony as you continue to travel the known world, making new friends and welcoming old friends. Thus, she is named Ambassador for the Barony of Sentinel's Keep. A scroll will be forthcoming, and this will be her token. You have some words.
This,
Her ladyship? Yeah, she's a chef.
Her ladyship Isgarth has been phenomenal in traveling the known world. I know she has gone eastward. I know she's gone north. I know she has gone south. Can't go too far west, but you know, she has also gone that way. She brings excitement. She brings the love of the game. She is just full of inspiration and enthusiasm for all that she does in promoting our ideals and the Barony of Sentinel's Keep.
The responsibilities of the Baron and Baroness are many, and often there is no time for the coronet to tend all of the small but important tasks that occur both at events and from day to day. Those individuals in our barony who distinguish themselves by offering their service and support to the coronet. It was to recognize these individuals that in October on a Societas 32, Their Excellencies Kian and Juliana did create the Order of the Silver Crane as a means of thanking those that generously give of their time to the service of their Baron and Baroness. Let it be known that this day, Vigdis Jan's daughter has been named a member of the Order of the Crane. May all know Vigdis has served us in great capacity during our reign, making our tasks easier and our reign more pleasant. In gratitude for your efforts and your kind, considerate service, it is our pleasure to admit you to the Order of the Argent Crane. Bear this token with pride, for we have much pride in you. So proclaimed this third day of October on a Societas 55, being 2020 in the common reckoning. Illumination by Anika Ha. Well done. And we will get this and the token to her at a later date. Okay.
For those who don't know, Vigdis has been very supportive for all our works. She's been there to do scrolls. She's been there to do jewelry. She's been there to do gifts and just to do. She's quiet. She's unabashed. She's very humble in her service.
Okay. There are those whose creations manifest the pageantry and authenticity that we hold dear. Through their diverse efforts in the arts and sciences, these artisans and performers splendidly adorn our environments. Their research and teaching makes our society real. For these services, Their Excellency Guthrum and Catherine, founding Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep, created the Order of the Argent Plume in October Honor Societas 25, and made Ian Neal its premier. At this time, let it be known that Grimwolf and Bjorn Schmider have most nobly enriched the Barony of Sentinel's Keep with their excellences in the medieval arts and sciences. In appreciation of their skill and knowledge and efforts, they continually make to advance them. We, Baron Morgan and Baroness Caterin, admit them to the Order of the Argent Plume. We charge you to continue to study that which interests you and to share your knowledge with those who would learn. So proclaimed this 3rd day of October, Anna Societatis 55, being 2020 in the Common Era. And these are their tokens. Unfortunately, we do not have scrolls, but we will have scrolls, and these tokens will be given to them at a later date.
The token is a keep with an argent feather in the center of it. Both of these gentlemen have, for as long as I've known them, have done and shared their arts willingly and freely. It's well deserved.
At this time, their excellencies would announce who will be receiving the Defenders of the Keep. These are the people who are our current champions and past champions for their reigns. Our fierce warriors is Athenaeus, warrior armored champion, R.A. Damascene, thrown weapons champion, Lion McKeegan, rapier, and Yori Inraki, archery champion. These generals have served us well for the past 12 months as our guardians of their faithful service and devotion to the barony is to be commended. We know that we can continue to call upon them when necessary to defend our citizens throughout our baronial lands. Thus, by these words, do we proclaim them a defender of the keep, done this 3rd day of October, Anna Societatis 55, being 2020 in the Common Era. Morgan Hissir and Kintaran Don Haroon. We do not have scrolls ready for them, but they are being prepared, and each one will receive a small token denoting that they were named past champions or defenders.
All 4 of these gentlemen are champions. There's only really one thing you can say is don't mess with Sentinel's Keep.
We have one final award. In the Middle Ages, perfection and purity were symbolized in the pearl, which came from nature as a perfect gem, needing no jeweler's craft to improve its quality. As the pearl is surrounded by a protective shell, so is our noble barony. The mountains surround Sentinel's Keep in their protective embrace, nurturing, sheltering, and providing for those who dwell within. Within this society, there are those who, by their manner and grace, serve as examples of chivalry, honor, and courtesy. Like the pearl, they represent the best qualities in all of us. It is to honor these gentle individuals that Kian and Juliana, Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep, did create the Order of the Mountain Pearl and make Bjorn Thingandi Grimnerson the premier. Being the highest award the Baron and Baroness can bestow, this award carries, by the grace of their majesties, an award of arms. The order shall be represented by a circle of freshwater pearls, styled and worn in a manner which suits their barony. Their excellencies now call before them Elora of the West League.
Your Majesties.
Yeah, and maybe things.
Laura, you have been my inspiration for when I stepped up. You have been my support when I have needed it. You have worked for this barony for many years with very little recognition. So I'm correcting that. You've been our autocrat for different events year after year after year, and we appreciate all the hard work you've done. These are your pearls that you get to style in a manner best suited for you.
Being known to all that Elora of the West League has shown continuous pursuit of the ideals of honor, chivalry, and grace, greatly enriching our barony and our society. In order to recognize these virtues, do we, Kintaran and Morgan, hereby admit her to the Order of the Mountain Pearl. May she continue to serve as a shining example of the ideals which we share. So decreed this third day of Annus Societatis 55 being 2020 in the Common Era. Morgan and Contarin. And this was done by Morgan II. Three cheers for the newest member of the Order of the Mountain Pearl. Vivat!
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 Virtual hugs. At this time, their excellencies wish to release their officers and their retinue. Yes, we'll do them all. I mean, there's only 5 of us or 6 of us here.
She
needs bags.
the officers of a group, be it a barony, shire, canton, whatever, are actually the ones in charge. They keep us in line and do the day-to-day running of the barony. It's been an honor to work with all of them, and hopefully they continue their efforts for the barony.
So, go ahead.
We have appreciated all their help, all for the last 3 years. We want to let you know that we've needed you, and you've been there to serve us, and we appreciate all the hard work you put in, both as our retinue and as our officers in this court.
So those of the retinue that are here probably should come forward, and the officer.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. That was good.
Have names on them.
Yes.
Nigel.
We have parting gifts for all our retinue, for all your hard work. Laura.
And Duncan.
You get the teddy bear.
Awesome. And my niece. And this lovely lady standing right with me.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute honor to serve you.
Thank you very much for letting us play with you for these 3 years.
It's been an honor.
Thank you.
It's good.
And you guys, you're done.
And we're done. We're out.
For now.
Hearing closes. The final court. Nope. No. Yes.
Your
Their
Majesty,
excellencies have the final words.
Your Majesties, at this time, we ask to be released from the position of Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep. It's been a joy. It's been a challenge. Thank you for your support and faith in us.
This is not a goodbye. This is a thank you. We appreciate all that we've been able to do. We appreciate that we have been Baron and Baroness. We want you to know that we will continue on our journey. We will still be with you. We will still love you all. And waiting for the day when I can just have a line full of hugs for everybody.
All right, here you go.
All right. Thank you so much for all the time and work you've put into the wonderful barony, and as always, everything else that you do. You're definitely staples in our kingdom and our society, and we can't thank you enough for that. I've known you both about as long as I can remember. So you've always been wonderful people and wonderful there to teach and support and do everything that you can. And we love seeing that enthusiasm is still as bright now as when I first met you.
Thank you.
You've done a wonderful job, and we this time we release you from your service to the barony in that position.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
Cornets. Yes.
Your Majesties, 3 cheers for Morgan and Katerin 9th Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep. Good kingdom, vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Vivat!
Got.
Viva.
Remember, I go first, then you go, then I go, then you go, then I go, then you go again. It's like Juliana's not here and it's a train wreck. Your Majesties, while Sentinel's Keep is taking a brief interlude to prepare for the next part of today's festivities, their excellencies from around the kingdom, I'm gonna turn that off too, so nobody sees that part. Their excellencies from around the kingdom would like to take a brief moment today to have a couple announcements. May we begin that part of court?
Please do.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Your Majesties. Her Excellency Amber of 1000 Eyes would like to speak to the populace today. You're muted. Mute, hit unmute. There you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Majesties, for allowing me this time in your court today. Stefan couldn't make it today, and he sends all of his well wishes to the Barony of Sentinel's Keep. This is a very auspicious day, and we're so glad to have known both Morgan and Kentura. They've been so fantastic, and we look forward to seeing them again when we're not so virtual. I just would like to report that the Barony of Thousand Eyes is doing well in both the harvest and our hunt currently. It has been a prosperous year, at least. And just to wish everyone well. Really wish to see everyone alive again, so I can give them hugs and pass out gifts and we can have a good time. But at this time, I would just like to say thank you everyone who's participating today, and it's a real joy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency of 1000 Eyes. Their Excellency of Arnhold would like to address the populace today in her very fantastic way. Yeah.
Greetings, everyone. I am so glad to be here today to witness the change of the stewardship of the Barony of Sentinel's Keep. I congratulate Morgan and Kentura on doing a fabulous job in their 2 years. I know. They've been here for 3 years and they did a terrific job. I am glad to report to their majesties that our barony is doing well. And look forward to when we again can meet in person. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Arnhold. Her Excellency of Griffin and Slayer.
Hear now the words of Malatesta, serene and magnanimous Baroness of Griffin's Lair.
Hello, all. Greetings. We're excited to be here today to witness this changeover and to be able to get to know our new cousins that are coming in. And thank you to our old cousins that are leaving, but you will not be forgotten. Thank you. You guys have a good day.
Thank you, Your Excellency of Griffin's Lair. And lastly, their Excellencies of Bronzehelm.
Herein opens the court of the Baron and Baroness of Bronzehelm.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Bronzehelm's been a wonderful place to be. We're kept away from the plague as best we can and are having all kinds of wonderful activities.
We want to thank Morgan and Cantairn for being such wonderful cousins and doing a fabulous job. We wish to the best for the new stepping up baronage, and we'd be happy to assist in any way we can. And then if it is fine with their majesties, we do have a couple of announcements today. All right.
Okay.
So as you know, our time as Baron and Baroness is coming to an end very soon. And today, for those of you from Bronzehelm that are online, is the last day to send your ballots. So make sure you get those in. And then the other thing is our next weekend. I'll let the Baron speak to that.
We are having a regional, non-regional fighter practice in Great Falls, where we should be sending a good number from Bronzehelm over to enjoy one of the last times we'll be able to get together before the snows hit.
So we encourage everyone to join up in Sandworm. The event is on the Book of Faces so that you know when and where. And we wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. Your Majesties, I think I heard a little rumbling. I'm not certain if Sentinel's Keep is ready.
We are ready for you.
Okay, perfect. You will need to turn your camera back on. I'm going to turn a couple off. I believe then, if that's the case, we are prepared. Maybe.
It says that because you stopped our camera, we can't start it.
I mean, it's just a thing. Here, how about this? What's that? Yep. Yes. All right. At this point, their majesties call before them Morgan Glendower and Keelan Ingen Wee Flaherty.
Your majesties, since Sinaiticus 24, these lands of Sentinel's Keep have been justly and benevolently ruled in your name. Foremost were Guthrum, Iverson, and Catherine of Liberdom, founding Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep, followed by Dane Halfhand and Catherine of Lavendom. Following them was Kian Raffner of Drenasi, I'm sorry, and Juliana McLaughlin. It gets better, guys. Followed by Bronwyn Montgomery of Irewold, who was followed by Geffion Hofstadter Raffensdatter, followed by Llewellyn of Rotary Hopkins and Joanna of Shrewsbury, who were followed by Odney Dreardal the White Wolf and Judith of Sherborne, who were followed by Antoine de Buell, who were followed by Rotgar Rotgerson and Adela of Rowan, followed by Enrique Mateas de Rojas and Almora of the West League. After them were Morgan of Hawksreach and Kentieran Comastali. Long after these lands have prospered under the care of your barons and baroness, and thusly have your subjects beseech your majesties in accordance with laws and traditions to bestow your will upon the lands. Here they come, here they come.
We keep it interesting.
We do.
Morgan and Keelan, we just wanted to welcome you to the court. We are very excited about getting to invest you this day and having you take the head and the reins of the Barony of Sentinel's Keep.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
Thank you.
We look forward to it with trepidation. We have very large shoes to fill.
That you do.
We are here for you. We are here for you to help you in any way that you need and to make sure that our western border remains safe.
Thank you.
Do you have something, Kentarian, or am I going next?
It's all yours.
Okay.
Your Majesties, would you like to hear the oath of their next excellencies of Sentinel's Keep at this time?
Yes,
please.
we would like to hear your oath.
Morgan and Keelan, please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Morgan Glendower,
I, Keelan, Ingrid Flaherty,
Here swear fealty
here swear fealty
and do homage to the crown
and do homage to the crown
of the Kingdom of Artemisia
of the Kingdom of Artemisia
and to the Barony of Sentinel's Keep,
and to the Barony of Sentinel's Keep,
to loyally uphold and enforce your laws in those lands,
and enforce your laws in those lands,
and give wise counsel to the crown,
and give wise counsel to the crown,
according to my knowledge and ability.
according to my knowledge and ability.
Thus swear I, state your name.
Thus swear I, Morgan Glendower,
Ingrid Flaherty,
And the crown.
We, Daman,
And we, Veronique,
in hearing these oaths, promise to help protect your lands and our good populace there from invaders, plagues, and whatever else comes at us next. And we're ready to handle it with your help. We do hear these oaths and find them worthy. Till the mountains crumble, the world ends, or these crowns pass from our heads, we are here for you and support this.
Your Majesties, Their Excellency Morgan will act in your stead and place the coronets upon the next excellencies of Sentinel's Keep.
Thank you, Morgan. We do appreciate you being there to stand in for us.
You're welcome. This bears a weight all of its own and independent of the actual weight of the crown or the coronet. Remember always who you serve. Keelan, the same can be said.
No.
Thank you. The same can be said for this crown or coronet. Sorry.
Coronet? Whoa. Why are we giving you so much power there, Morgan?
Not an upgrade, not an upgrade, guys.
Not an upgrade, no.
don't give our job away. It's not a good day to do it.
Right. We're always popular and your voice.
Your Majesties, the newest and Kingdom of Artemisia and known world, now here, their newest excellencies of the Barony of Sentinel's Keep, Morgan Glendower and Keelan Ingrid Flaherty. Good populace, vivat!
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 Joyous noise.
Morgan and Keelan, we are happy to invite you into our court as the 10th Baron and Baroness of the Barony of Sentinel's Keep. Please make yourselves comfortable.
We ready for the first court, Your Majesties?
We are. Please proceed.
The gentle citizens of Artemisia and the known world, Your Majesties. Herein opens the first court of Baron Morgan and Baroness Caoilfhionn, Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep, the Rock of Artemisia.
We are thrilled to be the next Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep. We hope we can keep the momentum going that Morgan and Kintiern has established along with past barons and baronesses. We are proud and so excited to step into this role.
We'd like to thank all the members of the Barony of Sentinel's Keep and your majesties for your trust in us. We will do all that we can to make sure that your trust was not misplaced.
Do we really swear in officers?
Yes.
The officers that are part of the barony, would you come forth and swear your oath? They can do that on the subject.
Yes, I love that.
This day do I.
This day do I, Lord Wesley, Sarah Douglas,
And Kintiern do swear our oath and loyalty.
do swear our oath and loyalty
That I will serve the barony and your excellencies.
that I will serve the barony and your excellencies
To the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
We hope that our work will not be unduly toward. No, I hope we will respect your judgments.
We will respect your judgments
And we will continue to support yourselves and the barony
and we will continue to support yourselves and the barony
in my office of
in my office of Chatelaine, Moaz, in my office of Seneschal,
in my office of herald. And we will accept everything that comes our way.
and we will accept everything that comes our way.
We ask that you remember our oaths at this time.
We ask that you remember our oaths at this time.
And for our part.
And we, for our part,
Hear your words.
hear your words
And thank you for your service.
and thank you for your service.
We hope to continue on.
We hope to continue on
To guide this barony.
to guide this barony
Throughout the years that are ahead.
throughout the years that are ahead.
So say we.
So say we, Morgan.
He's Morgan, you're King. And thank you for your oaths.
Thank you for your oath.
Yes. No, wait.
Okay.
Your Excellencies, do you have retinue that come before you?
We do. There are several throughout the lands. At this time, we would like to call Anikaha, Duncan, Pauline, and of course, our children, Nigel and Mavonwe. You know, we don't bite too hard.
They don't have to swear.
Okay, you're just being introduced. These are our people. There are many others. You'll be introduced to them shortly, and there will be a medallion soon to come with the crane bearing the pearl on one side, and on the obverse, our initials, Morgan and Keelan. Thank you for offering yourselves in service, and we will make sure that you aren't duly punished for your good deeds. You can either take your place in the audience or behind as you would so choose.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Champions.
Would you like to address the champions, or shall I?
I will let you.
All right. We do have news of certain champions currently, but we're going to keep that a secret for the moment. We're going to wait temporarily to see if we can have a proper thrown weapons champion, and we've not heard for rapier or heavy currently. As soon as we do, they'll be the first to know. In the meantime, we do have certain of the past champions who are carrying over, so we're not unprotected, Your Majesties.
Here it closes the first court of Morgan and Keelan, Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep, the Rock of Artemisia. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Hello.
Thank you, Your Excellencies and good people of the Barony of Sentinel's Keep. This time we would like to call forward Morgan and Cantarin.
I'll borrow your court since ours is
Right.
in a lighted box.
Majesties.
There you are.
That's what I was asking.
We would like to once again thank you for your service in your 2 years.
Three.
Thank you. 2 years of service as Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep, and we would like to recognize you with the court baronies, the court baron and baroness that you've earned.
More than earned.
More than earned in doing such a wonderful job.
Thank you, Majesties.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Fia?
3 cheers for the outgoing Baron and Baroness, who are now court Baron and Baroness, Morgan and Cantarin. Vivat!
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 Good job. Good job.
Yeah, congratulations
Joyce
again to the 9th Baron and Baroness of Sentinel's Keep.
Right. Yes. Your Majesties, I believe all we have left is a couple of announcements and some words.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Do you want to talk? You want me to talk? Bless you,
for
Your
it.
Majesty. I'd maybe move that throne over a little, Your Majesty.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, just at the start of, just before court started, my nose decided that didn't want to behave, so that's why I've been leaning out of frame all the court. I just wanted to say something like, "What is he doing?"
Allergies is fantastic. Love us some allergies. Yeah, I think we did the thank you, miss you, take care of each other. I know there are some very exciting things coming our way this month, however.
Yes.
Fia has cooked up some fabulous ideas that I'm sure she would just love to tell us about.
I would. Also, if it is okay with Your Majesties, I'd like to call also before the court, if it's cool, my kind of co-conspirator with this, Noble Maysoon is going to kind of help me out to chat a little bit about what is coming near
On the 17th.
that on the 17th, Artemisia, as we're getting her in here, there she goes. We are super excited on October 17th to bring you Spookamisia. Spookamisia is going to be the event on October 17th, and we are super excited to help the kingdom present this event to you. It is going to be spooky themed, fall themed, cold themed, and it's all going live today. And Noble Maysoon is going to talk to you about how you can be a teacher at Spookamisia and kind of what we're looking for.
So we are going to have some classes for Spookamisia, and we are looking specifically for fall spooky cold weather classes and head covering classes. Because, Fia,
why are we looking for head covering classes, you ask? Because Griffin Hatter, what? Woo! You had Bagathon, you had Maskapalooza, and now, by special request of their majesties, we are excited to put on Griffin Hatter. That's right. The next challenge for the Kingdom of Artemisia is going to be about headwear. It's going to be about heads. Whoa, it's going to, don't bring a head. I mean, or bring a head. It's Spookamisia. Who knows? We're going to start out. You have 2 weeks to start prepping your materials and getting a plan. And then at the day of Spookamisia, we are hoping to have a bunch of classes that are geared towards hats, coifs, head wraps, covers, anything you could possibly imagine. So number one, Artemisia, if you know how to make a hat or a head covering, or you know how to do that super cool hem stitch for a veil, Noble Maysoon is going to be setting up a way for you to sign up to be an instructor. Number two, make sure you attend Spookamisia and get all sorts of ideas on how to do your hats, head coverings, veils, all that stuff. Maysoon, you and I have been playing this game for quite a while, and we've noticed that one of the biggest things, Your Majesties, that a lot of people say is the last thing they ever do is make a head covering, right? It's kind of that last step. Perfect opportunity for you, Kingdom of Artemisia, to get a jump during the plague and make your head covering. And like Maysoon talked, what other kind of classes are we looking for? Not just head coverings, Maysoon.
anything having to do with fall and winter and spooky stuff that your persona may have been experiencing. So if you were going to be doing harvesting or canning or food prep so that you would have food stored over the winter, this is the perfect time to come and teach us a class about how that would have been done. Yep. So definitely please think about those classes. I know that Artemisia has an incredible wealth of knowledge about all of these things. We have some amazing cooks and canners and people who are doing food preservation. We have people doing amazing things in a lot of those areas. So please make sure to contact me so that we can get you on that list and make sure that you get a chance to share that knowledge, because I think that's a really interesting thing that we don't always talk about so much.
That is super true. And a lot of the populace, Your Majesty, talked about how at the last court, when we had our big kingdom level event last court, they really enjoyed the bardic presentations that we had sprinkled throughout. We intend to keep that going for all major courts. And so if you missed it, Her Excellency Baroness Amber put out a call on Artemisia Unofficial for some spooky bardic presentations. This is a perfect opportunity to get in there, figure out those period spooky stories, ghost stories, maybe some magic tricks. We have some magicians in our kingdom. If you're interested in performing during court, please contact Her Excellency Baroness Amber. Maysoon and I, along with Honorable Lady Marguerite and Lady Anne, will be getting everything posted and updated, going live today. You'll be able to find it in the virtual section on the Kingdom website. The Facebook event will also be updated, providing the link to that, and we'll start getting more information. But we're really excited about Spookamisia. Hope you are too. Spookamisia!
Spookamisia!
All right. Thank you, Maysoon, for always going along with my crazy.
Thank you.
All right, Your Majesties, that is all I had in the way of fantastic announcements. Thank you for letting me hijack that for a minute.
No
We are
problem.
super excited. This is going to be amazing.
We've already heard from Baroness Amber that she is already getting people lined up for that, and we're very excited about it. And she's doing a wonderful job with that part of it. And we're always thankful for you and you guys for putting it on, for Amanda for helping for lining people up. We're just thankful for everybody, and we just can't express that enough.
Yeah, for our team that keeps everything running, for our populace and their never-ending patience and support. We are very blessed to be in the kingdom we're in and have the support system we have.
Yeah.
And we are super excited to hear a ghost story. I require at least one ghost story. Just saying. Okay, done now.
Remember, it's a family thing, people. So ghost stories, not Not blend gore, maybe. Let's not do that part.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big weenie and I'll probably cry and hide. So
All
anyway.
right. So thank you everyone for coming out to this wonderful investiture, and we look forward to the adventure ahead.
See you soon.
All right.
Thank you, your majesties. Good populace, here in closes Harvest Court in the kingdom of Artemisia. Long live the king. Long live
the king.
Long live their newest excellencies of Sentinel's Keep. Long live Artemisia. Vivat!
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 Vivat!